Today we have a break in the weather. It's ideal temperature and then there's no wind, so I'm going to do a complete hive inspection today on both my hives, and we'll see if I can do a split today also. So let's get suited up and stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm going to be doing a complete hive inspection today. What I'm looking for is varroa mites. I'm looking for brood pattern, honey pattern. I'm also looking at the overall health of the hive, the number of frames that are filled out. And I'm also looking at how much pollen that they've got in pollen cakes, cap brood versus brand new eggs, and see if the health of the queen, if she is laying, and I'm going to try to find the queen today too. And pop the top. Looking for the queen. I don't see her. I'm going to spritz them with sugar water. See that? It's a cockroach. We don't want that. Don't know what he's doing on there. No queen on here. Okay, let's pull up this frame. The bees are on there, but there's no drawing out comb on there, so we're just going to set that right there and we'll continue inspecting. Okay. I can see evidence where they're just now, see where the white is? They're just now starting to draw out comb, and they've drawn it out on that side. These are worker bees drawing out the comb. Nothing's laid in. I don't see the queen. Come on, ladies. They are busy, just as they should be. No queen here. We got some burr comb. I want to clean that off. That's an interesting pattern of comb there. Looks like yeah, they created a weird pattern of cells there. I'm not worried it's not a queen cell or a supersedure cell. Okay. Do not drop the thing. Want to just go slow and easy. Wish I could find my frame tool. Ah, there it is. My frame lifting tool. This is going to make the job so much easier. They have glued this okay. It's interesting how they're creating these cells here. The frames must be too close together. But we have cap brood. Looking for the queen. We got to get this off. Okay. Sorry, ladies, but I don't like the looks of this. That's a baby bee, a pupa. That's interesting how they're drawing out the comb. There must have been, this is a problem with too much space being between the frames. I didn't hunker the frames down and tighten them up. Well, that's a positive sign. There's a lot of baby bees in there. I got a good queen going on. Looking for the queen. They got capped brood. This is where I'd find the queen. Got a lot of empty cells here. Ooh, do not like the looks of that. Okay, sorry about that, folks. My battery died and I had to change batteries. Okay, let's see what we got here. Clean frame, nothing's worked out. How about here? I did offer them more room, but this is a beekeeper's mistake, is the way some of that comb came out, drawn out on these frames. Yeah, no sign of wax on that yet, but they've got room to be able to build out on it. And each time I'm picking these up, I'm scanning for the queen, just to make sure I don't put the queen in there. Here, let's just move these over. Yeah, they're just now starting to draw it on that side. These are just worker bees working that. So no queen on there. I'm halfway expecting the queen to be up here on top in the drawn out comb. See, they're almost done drawing this one out. I do not see the queen, but that's a nice draw up pattern. Now look at this. They've got pollen cakes going on inside there. Okay, I got to get rid of this burr comb. This stuff. And put these frames back in the same direction that I got them out. Look at all the bees bearding down there. Okay, then I've inspected the whole hive on the upper part. And this, pinch the frames together. Now we gotta get into this bottom frame. blank frame. That's drawn out. That's drawn out and ready to use. They barely even touched this. There is some drawn out comb on there. Oh, on both sides. No queen. This is all drawn out, but there's not being used. Oh wait. No, there's nectar in there. Yeah, they're storing up nectar in those. Still looking for my queen. Where are you, Your Royal Highness? Capped brood. Ah. Is that my queen? Nope. You know, you guys want to be ever so gentle with your frames, taking them out and putting them in. You want to be very careful that you're not going to hurt your queen. Just go slow and easy. Take your time. That's why we're doing this on a not a rainy day, not a windy day, and not a cold day. I hope I didn't overlook my queen on the bottom or on the top frame. You know she probably is in there because that's where the small brood is. But I see a lot of activity right here on this frame. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful sight? There's my queen. There she is, right there. Yep, right about the middle of the hive. Almost done with my inspections. And I look at my bottom board to look at varroa mites. Well, I know my queen's in there. I saw her. I don't often see my queen. I see evidence of a queen. If you see a lot of brood, that means your queen is laying. See, now this isn't drawn out. There's no swarm cells, no supersedure cells, no queen cells. So these guys are happy with the room that they have. Okay, when you place your hive on the ground, be sure you set it on something. I just turned the lid upside down and put it on there. So now I've got to carefully pick it up and put it on here, hopefully without squishing a bunch of bees. Come on, ladies. Consider that hive inspected. I looked for everything I was looking for. We got a queen, we got a lot of brood, we got bees that are mutating into pupa. I saw a pattern of, you know, where we found the queen. I found a little bit of egg cells where she's laying eggs. So I think overall that hive is it's doing okay. It's not ready for a honey super yet, but they have plenty of room to grow, which is what I was looking for too. Any sign of possible swarming. I don't want the hive to swarm yet, but when I do, if I find a queen cell, I want to transfer them to another hive, and then they'll raise that queen out and they'll stay in that hive because she's the only queen and they've already started housekeeping. So let's go take a look at this other hive. There's nothing going on in these top frames right here because I just put this box on last week, and so they haven't quite gotten to the point where they're going to be filling that out yet. So I'm going to take this off. Let's see. I need to set it on something. Let's set it over here. Wow. Carefully removing the burr comb. Little bit of drawing out right here. They're drying out there. Oh, it looks like we've got a queen cell over here. I don't know why. Maybe they started that queen cell when they were... Let's see. Is my queen on here? Honey. But there's a queen on there, and the queen cell is intact. So I may have a queen there. I may split a hive into this blue one. Okay, double check, make sure my queen isn't in there. I have a queen cell right here, and it's enclosed. No queen. So I gotta find a frame that has food on it for them, and then I'll do what they call a walk-away split. Except it's not with new brood, it's with a it's not with new brood, it's with a queen cell. And for some reason, these guys felt overcrowded. That is a drone. Big eyes. Come on, lady, I don't want to squish you. Making sure my queen isn't on here because I want to put this frame in the new split because it's got brood and honey on it. Still looking for my queen. I got another supersedure cell. I got 2 supersedure cells on there. Well, these guys were ready to swarm. Because they ran out of room. I may get 2 splits out of that one hive. Yep, that's the one. Looking cautiously for my queen. I see drone. No, that's a drone. Two frames with unhatched queen cells. Interesting. I had 2 queen cells I had to destroy. This is loaded with queen cells. This hive is. There's none on this side. Well, this is exciting. I hope I don't screw up these splits. This is heavy. Capped brood. And they're laying honey up in the corners. I'm still looking for my queen. That has a queen cell on it. Boy, what's with all these queen cells? Six queen cells. That ain't cool. Oh, she might be on this frame. I see. Nope, it's honey or nectar. Well, that's what I want for this down here. They're drawing out this comb. This is all drawn out, and it's got a lot of nectar in it. Okay, very good. Come on, lady, get up there. Some of these bees are like a cat. They go halfway through a door and stop. Cats are famous for that. Always. So, I got to put a bottom board on these so I can do a mite count. Put my stuff away, get my gear off, and we'll recap what we had just done, or what I had just done. Oh. It's hot, but luckily I chose a cool day to work with the bees. It's like in the low 70s. Oh. Okay. I like to keep all my beekeeping wear right there, nice and close. So I did a thorough inspection of each hive, both top and bottom, and all the frames except for the upper one. On this one I could see where they're just now drawing it out, and I just added that super, or that a brood chamber last week or 2 weeks ago, and I could see where they were crowded. When I popped that hood, I could see where they were crowded. So that's why I hurriedly and put that brood chamber on. Because bees, if they get too outgrown in their environment, they'll create some queen cells, which are called the supersedure cell, and they'll want to split the hive. So half of them, about half of them, will leave the hive with the old queen, and the remaining bees will raise a new queen. So you're not going to lose a hive altogether. Sometimes you'll get the whole hive that leaves, and that's called an absconding. No one knows why they do that. That's still a mystery. There's a lot of guesses, a lot of very educated guesses, but nobody knows for sure. So to keep them from wanting to swarm at all, just add more room. And then also, if you have queen cells and you have empty frames, take advantage of that and then split your hives by adding the frame with a queen cell, the frame with a bunch of, and a bunch of worker bees. Make sure you have some brood, because that brood is going to hatch and become worker bees, and that's what's going to grow the colony. They're going to nurture that queen. That queen is going to go out from there, take her maiden flight, and go fly up and get pregnant, get her eggs fertilized by a cloud of drones. Then she'll come back to that hive she hatched from, and then she'll start laying those fertilized eggs. She only needs to go on one mating voyage, and then she's fertilized for life. If you notice frames that have nothing but drone in them, those ones that I showed you that are bubble topped, and you have no flat caps, like just regular flat brood cap chamber, you have a problem. It means you have no queen, and one of the worker bees has decided, because of the lack of the queen's pheromone in the hive, which suppresses their ability to lay eggs, one of the worker bees has, with the absence of the pheromone, has now taken on the ability to lay eggs, but she's not fertilized. She's not a queen. She was not fed royal jelly when she was an egg or a pupa. So that was a problem. An unfertilized girl bee will lay nothing but unfertilized eggs, which are always drones. And then if you just get a hive full of drones, you've got no queen. The hive eventually dies out because there's nobody laying worker bee eggs to be able to cause the hive to thrive and replenish itself. Just doesn't happen. So I was kind of not surprised when I opened up that red hive because, like I said, when I added that brood chamber, I kind of suspected they may have some queen cells in there, but I didn't have a chance to get in there and look at them because of the fact that the weather just was not accommodating. But I had to hurry up and give them space because they were doing exactly what I feared that they might do. But this inspection, I caught them just in time. I had like 5 or 6 queen cells that I found. To me, that's unusual to find so many queen cells on various frames. One frame, one side had 2 queen cells. So these bees were desperate for more room. And all the cells were closed. So that means they all did the queens around the same time. So now these queens will be hatching about the same times. So these 2 center hives, I introduced 2 frames each. One frame had worker bees and brood on it, and they'll hatch to become more worker bees. And it had honey, nectar, and it had pollen in it. Plus there's worker bees in there that are going to go out and go forage. Right now they're coming out of the hives, they're taking their flight and trying to observe where their home is, their new home, because I just disturbed them. So these bees are going to rehome to their individual hives, but 2 of them don't have a queen yet. Hopefully within a couple of days they will have a queen, but until they have a queen they will be cranky. Just be careful around queenless hives. The bees are very cranky. An old timer once said that you can tell a queenless hive if a worker bee comes out straight out of the hive and takes off flying. It doesn't come out, stop, and then fiddle around and then take off and go. The bee that comes out, fiddles around, and takes off, that means the hive is what they call queen right. So just by observing the hives, that's what I'm learning, how to tell if a hive is queen right or not. A lot of information in today's video. Well, that's it for me for this episode. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm in the apiary. Stay tuned to more beekeeping videos and other videos as I launch them by subscribing and then clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I do upload them. And if you guys want, please click that share button and share my videos on your social media platforms. It really helps out the channel a lot. I'll be checking into these hives in a week to see how they're doing, to make sure the queen cells are indeed hatched. And I've got worker bees that have hatched, and then see if I've got any, in about 2 weeks, I should look to see if I've got any egg laying going on in some of those frames. So we'll keep an eye on these, close eye. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.